Good evening. How everyone doing today? God is good and God is good all the time. My name is Irma J. Spirits Divine. I'm here to give you plenty news on today. So first we're gonna start with community claim. Um, former Trump um got 34 counts, convicted of 34 counts. Um, and he was charged. He was charged when he was in the White House of mishandling documents. So Trump should not be covered under community claim. The next president will try to have the same bad behavior and get off under community claim. Because see, if we let him be covered under community claim, all the stuff he did in the White House with all them the classified document, if y'all let him go, all that, because I've been declined community claim. If y'all let him go all them charges, he already celebrated, and then the next president, we ain't gonna be able to tell the next president nothing because we keep allowing Trump to get away with everything. This man is celebrating because he getting off on community claim. Now, we have a democracy policy to commit to, and all have to follow rules. So I decline former President Trump from filing for community claim. All the mistakes and mishandled documents, that he had done in the White House, he have to take responsibility for that. I decline community claim. Not you cannot file for community claim of your wrongdoing and wants to be covered under it. So I decline from filing for community claim. I decline former president for filing for community claim. He had to take responsibility, and he know he done wrong because he celebrated. He know he done wrong and getting off on all the document. And so I also have Judge Arlene Cannon. Judge Arlene Cannon was appointed by Trump to be over his mishandling of the document case. Judge Cannon, refused to step down, from Trump case. She too familiar with the case. She not resolving any issues. She slow walking this case, and she sat back hearing, holding trials and delay. So I request that Judge Arlene Cannon, be stepped down from the judge being over Trump case. Replaced with a judge who willing to take on this case and move it forward. So, and it's hot. I know this is a hot summer, and I know we having a hot summer. Here are some tips. This is a heat tips, to stay safe and cool during the summer heat. So stay hydrated. So everywhere you go, have a bottle of water in your hand. Get you one of them coolers. I keep mine along with me. To keep water in it or eat a cool drink, because sometimes you have to have some with a little sugar in it too. So try to have your water and eat one of them healthy energy drinks with a little sweet in it. So drink plenty fluid. Even if you don't feel thirsty, still bring water. Because once you hit that heat, then you're going to think about it. You're going to say, wow, I left it at home in the refrigerator. Before exercising, I know some people exercise. Make sure you drink 17 to 20 ounces of water in 2 to 3 hours. So, and if you work outside, bring plenty bottle of water with you. Hell, they got them in a small ice chest. If you work outside, contractors or a security guard working outside, get you a little small ice chest and bring you like 4 or 5 bottles of water. 3 or 4 bottles of water. What you think how much that you drink would be enough? If you don't have to be outside, stay inside. Stay under the air conditioner and the fan. you know. And if you don't have an air conditioner, please get plenty of fans and stay cool. Because this heat is not a joke. Now, we also still talking about former Trump. Now, he not even a president yet. He not even in the seat yet. But he eliminating a whole lot of stuff he's saying once he get in the seat. So former president wants to eliminate, federal income tax. He wants to take income tax where people work so hard, bad at making ends meet, to taking out, federal. So they looking forward for that at the end of the year. But he wants to take that away, at least half of it. So he wants to take the income tax away and replace it with TARP. The United States cannot replace income tax with sky-high TARP. It's already high, and it will shut down the world. TARP is really high. It's a sky high. So he won't be able to use this because the whole world will shut down. Nobody won't be able to force to buy nothing. TARP are tax imposed by one country and good or service imposed for another country. Now, TARP are trade battery, that raise up the prices and reduce the valuable quality of goods and services for the United States. And they're going to affect the business. It's going to affect the consumer. Because TARP is real high. It's a sky high, trade mode. So if he used this in a place of income tax, everything gonna be sky high. It gonna affect the business. It gonna affect the consumer. TARP will hurt the consumer because consumer is raise prices. Now because it increased the prices, of import goods. Because the important has to pay taxes in form of TARP on the good that they are important that pass the increased cost into consumer. See, consumer got prices, rise prices too. But theirs, it's not like TARP. So you got TARP is sky high. Consumer got prices too. So you're gonna have two prices. That's why I say it will shut down the world. Consumer in a form of high prices. So consumer is high prices. TARP is a high price, and nobody ain't gonna be able to afford nothing, and the world is gonna shut down. TARP will impact the economy. And TARP is also a tax levy on import goods with intent to limit the volume of foreign import. It protect the domestic employment, reduce competition among the industry, and increase government revenue. So means the government is gonna go up too on the prices, and then they won't have income tax anyway, So he wants to get rid of income tax, and replace it with TARP. That's gonna affect the economy. It's gonna affect the consumer. It's gonna affect the business. So the producer prices index, it's a collection of index that measure the average change in prices that demonstrates the producer receive for their goods and services over time. It's gonna affect this too. It's a measure of the wholesale inflation, and it published monthly, by the United States Bureau of Labor Status. And I see what they do. They collect all the prices on a monthly basis. And you got TARP is a high, then you got consumer is high. So you ain't gonna get too much purchase from the people. And so the producer price index, they the one collect everything at a monthly basis. wholesale. So that's gonna affect the inflation. And see, Mr. President Bennett, he been doing good with the inflation, keeping up with the economy and all that. But then all this is gonna turn everything upside down. So I request the income tax remain. He cannot remove the income tax. We will not replace it with Topher because it is already a sky high. It's already sky high. Then you got the consumer. And then you got the producer price index. Ain't gonna have nothing to collect. Because ain't too many people gonna be buying it. And the world is gonna shut down. The inflation gonna go down. The economy is gonna go down. And everything gonna be shut down. This world, he wants to get and see and eliminate a whole lot of stuff. And he say he gonna make the world better. The world gonna be shut down. The world gonna be turned upside down. What he is trying to eliminate. It will be shut down. The world trade will be shut down. So Trump's second agenda, he wants to eliminate. Now, the plan to deport millions of immigrants to reshape the global trade with expensive tougher. That's the same thing he wanted to use, replace the income tax. It filled with government with lawless if he win. So he got everything mapped out, but this is not, all this stuff he eliminate is not for the good. It's for to turn the world upside down. When immigrants occur to cross the state boundary, and stay in the whole state for a certain amount of time, immigrants across the globe either voluntary, involuntary, or forced. So either way, they will be located somewhere else. So reshape the global trade, make an affect the economy, structure, population. People either are made to move voluntary, forced, or put in a situation that encourages relocation. So we will not use TAFRA because I decline TAFRA because that is too high. And we have consumer is high. He already planning on using this for everything. And so, but if there's 2,000 immigrants at the border, they're gonna have to get turned back. So, this is the only thing I'm not too much disagreeing with because we do have too many immigrants at the border where they're crossing illegal. So if some of them have to get turned back, they will have to get turned back. So revamping education. So this is the third one he eliminated. Revamping education. Two, revamping curriculum to begin a new program. Enrolling about 10,000 more than 30,000. We're rapidly expand and revamping of the curriculum. So it pretty much look like trying to go up on expenses of enrolling in school. Raising the prices for education. That won't work either. So that's why I said the things she's doing, it will not work. The world will be turned upside down. The world, nobody won't be able to make no money do nothing because it's gonna affect the business. The business ain't gonna be able to give them that kind of pay when everything the prices raises. And so they won't be able to afford to bring their child to school if the prices go up. We trying to get everybody an education, to have a career, and so I don't think education should go up. I don't think it should go up on prices. Many parents won't be able to afford to send their child to school. Yes, we can create a new program that sounds good, but we still have to make a way where American people can't afford to bring their child to school, afford to shop. A lot of people don't get food stamps. You know, a lot of people don't get welfare. So you got to think about American people who have a job and have to try to make a way, with an income to try to, make a way in this world. We better making it now, and with this topic, he trying to replace the income tax. That is extremely too high. Former president also wants to eliminate trade deflect. Occur when a country import more than it import, export. Trade deflect can be for the good or the bad. Excuse me. All right. Hey, Uncle. I'm so sorry that I'm going through this here. I ain't never had to be bothering my mama like this here. Yeah. All right. I'm sorry about that, y'all. Someone was at my door, So we was talking about the deflect, deflect. I might not be pronouncing it right. It's a trade deflect. He wants to eliminate that, and either it's for the good or the bad. It can be negative, but also can impact the economy. So that's why I say it's good and the bad. Now, just the good part. That's why it's good or bad. Now, just the good part. A trade deflect can be a sign of a strong economy, and under a certain condition, can lead to a stronger economic growth. So uh, it can be good. So it don't need to be eliminated. We need to keep it. So everything we got is working so far. Why eliminate it? So what is not working, then we can eliminate. But we've been having certain things for a long time, and it have been working. And so I request that trade deflect remain. It still it still make it be stronger for the economic growth. So um, also former president wants to eliminate China. And we've been dealing with them for a while. Now he completely wants to eliminate them. He don't want to depend on China in all critical areas. In 2022, the United States imposed 536.3 billion in goods from China, and it imposed 154 billion in goods to it. So Trump wants to split. He really want to split. He don't want to get rid of the whole income tax. He wants to split half, and with China, he wants to split half. Trump, he wants to do a split. Have income tax and have China. We not going to eliminate China. We is not doing a split. We not doing a split with the income tax and not doing a split with China. I request that China remain. We've been dealing with them for quite a while now. All the products come from them. So what's not broken don't need to be fixed. So we've been dealing with them for a while. So why not? Why eliminate it? And you never know when we're gonna need them again. And see, when we have another president will have to come behind him, then they got to do extra work behind him and try to get everything back that he eliminated. They will have to beg China, back to be ownership partners again. So that's all We talked about the heat. It's hot. People been dying and getting sick because of this heat. We talked about Judge Eileen Cannon. She refused to step down, but I request that she step down because she is a slow walk in this case. We need someone to take this case and move it forward. You know, community claim. He's celebrating because they giving him community claim on all the destruction that he did with her mishandling of the document. So all that disturbance he did at the White House, he getting off on it because they covered him under her immunity claim. So I declined former president from filing for immunity claim and declined the whole thing because somebody else, the president gonna come behind him, they're gonna do the same bad behavior like him. Oh, I'm covered under immunity claim. I can do what he do. They ain't do him nothing. So we have to stop it because we have democracy policy that we have to commit to. And we also talk about he wants to eliminate the income tax and replace it with talk, and that's expensive. That it gonna affect the business and it gonna affect the community, consumer. We also talk about the production price index. It's gonna affect them too, because see they collect all the prices on a monthly basis, and if they don't have none to collect, that's why that will shut the world down. Because you got the consumer prices that go up, and then he want to replace the talkers. There is a high rate, so they won't have nothing to collect. He also plans to deport millions of immigrants. Well, I'm not too against that because they have too many at the border to have to get turned around. And I also had talked about that yesterday. Register for citizenship card. So I don't have too much to say about this, because it's 2,000 at the border to have to get turned around because too many is crossing illegal because it's too many coming at the border, and security cannot catch everyone that at the border when it's too many. And so we talked about reviving education, meaning when they enroll, prices might go up on education, and the parent, we want all the kids to go to school and get an education, and we don't want that the parents can't afford to send their kids to school, and we also talk about trade deflect. He wants to eliminate that. It's like for good or bad, but we've been using it for a while, so why eliminate it if it's working? It make the economy stronger, grow. So I request for that to remain. And he also wants to eliminate China. He don't want to rely on them no more. And so the way we've been short on money with this shutdown, we have to continue on relying on China. We've been dealing with it for a while because when Trump get out to sea, the next president gonna have to beg to get them back. A lot of stuff we gonna have to get back if we allow him to eliminate all these things. So I request China will remain. So that's all I have for y'all today. I see y'all on the next video. Thank you.